Hey everyone, Peter J here with the Redline Real Estate Group, and I wanted to do something a bit different for once with the whole Throwback Thursday thing, and just give you a little bit more insight, maybe about who I am, and maybe a way for us to connect a little deeper together. Otherwise, just a way for you to connect with me deeper and get to know me a bit better. So I'm actually going to throw it back to not a specific date, but in the month of December 1996. So a little while back now, and I'm actually going to throw back to the Alice in Chains MTV Unplugged CD. Now, there's something about this CD that is so much more than amazing music. One of my favorite bands and one of my all-time favorite MTV Unplugged albums. There's something really near and dear to this album that it always sticks with me, and I've been thinking about it a lot more lately, for whatever reason. So back in I can't even remember how old I was. I'm not going to do the math, but I was young, and I still remember we had record stores back then. Yes, guys, CD stores. I was in A&B Sound with my dad, and he's the only reason I actually knew of that album at that time. And me and my brothers, Mike and Phil Jennings, we were excited because we knew how much he loved that album and how much he wanted it. So we pooled up all our money together, and we saved the, $13, $15 that CD cost, and we bought it early for him. And that was our special gift to him that year for Christmas. And I'll never forget, I was with my dad, just him and me, and we were in A&B Sound doing a bunch of shopping, and he was probably getting some stuff for us for Christmas. And I remember we met up after kind of looking at our own things, and he held the Alice in Chains CD in front of me, and he's like, "Oh man, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get it." He's so excited, and I was stuck with, at that moment, one of the hardest choices of my life. Me and my brothers already have the album for him. It was a surprise for him for Christmas, but yet I was in line with him, and he was going to buy that album in front of me. What do you do? What would you have done? I told him. I ruined the surprise, if you will. And I told him that we got it for him. And yeah, I got a little upset because I didn't want to ruin that for him, and I knew how much he wanted it. And he put it back, and he let us do that for him, which was super great. So there's something about that that'll always stick with me. I love that album, man. And there's something about music that has always deeply connected with me, and I feel like I get that from my dad. So that's my throwback. My favorite song off that album is Nutshell. There's just something. I've heard some of my favorite bands cover that, like Stone Sour and Seether, and that song just, it cuts me, man. It always gets me to the core. And I don't know if it's just that great of a song, which it is, or if it just always reminds me of my dad, which I miss a lot, actually. He's been passed away for a while, and it's tough. So that's it. That's my throwback. I love that album. I'd love to know what your favorite song is of that album, and I'm going to put a link for that album in below. So I hope you enjoy this, and let me know if you love Alice in Chains too.